Hello and welcome back to Rollercoaster Tycoon, or shall I say, just Tycoon, because really, in this park, what do we have? 5 roller coasters. Do I count that right now? 6. Do I say 6? Yeah, 6 roller coasters. And that's all that we can build for roller coasters. I mean, what are you doing me? This is pure torture, game. Pure torture. Anyway, we will not be held back by that. However, I do think that pretty much warrants me from, or well, pretty much I have to, and I don't even feel bad about it. I have to build like the same rides multiple times because we have so much space. Well, it's not that much, but we have enough space that with the very limited amount of coasters that we do have, we won't even be able to fill it up. Anyway, what we did last time was get the Turbomore Spinnington out there, and yeah, it's finished. We don't have ratings, we will get those in a moment. What I'm gonna do is a quick vandalism check, because even though we did hire a security guard, I felt it was a little bit too early. But then again, we had to do a whole total amount of 2 benches last time. I know, right? Crazy. Right, okay, so anyway, what we do need to do is those eggheads who I think someone nicked their right brain half. I mean, how else can you not come up with more rides than we currently have? I'm just gonna make it a toss between gentle rides and shops and stalls. Because really, either way, it doesn't matter that much now anymore anyway. So, excuse me. Now, what we are going to do is add a few of those new shops and stalls. And we have the ice cream stall right now. So, we shall add that to the park. Let me just see where else we could place it. Oh, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. I mean, I don't feel like placing it right next to existing stuff, but then again, maybe it is okay to place it right next to existing stuff. Like over here would be a nice one, right? Yeah, it seems about right. There, nice. It's not really like this is such a warm park, It's not like in the middle of a desert or anything. But even so, we will add just a few of these ice cream thingies. I mean, ice cream is nice after all. If you don't have sensitive teeth, that is. My brother has sensitive teeth, man. The moment he gets ice, he pretty much goes allergic to it, Also, there. Now that's a nice spot for an ice cream stall. There you go. Excuse me. Right, okay, so, now that we have, done this, is there like, yeah, okay, so car 1 is coming right into view. I am kind of curious to see what the ratings will be, so shall we just follow it for once? I kind of also need to gather up a little bit more cash so I can build the next ride. So you know what? This time we will deliberately let time pass just a little and see how it goes. Look, now we are racking up the speeds. It's not that bad though. It's slowing down. Wow. I think it might be a little bit too much. Wow. Over there. Yeah, this is crazy. Okay, let me just have a quick look at the graphs. I mean, I don't believe that it is the G's that really do it. Oh Wow, yeah, about we have like 3.5 G's. Something. Oh, this is really bad. This is really, really bad. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. You know, I don't even dare to follow the ride anymore. Now, what we are gonna do, and I think that would be a good time to do this. Honest. Oh, you know what? We also have. Ooh, high excitement rating. Very nice. Also, 3 minutes 50 is like 180 plus 50 is 230 seconds. With only the 10 logs, that means that the 10 seconds, you know, we doubled it up last time. We'll double it up again. There we go. That should give a more or less even split and also a very long queue time, of which I'm not happy. Right. Anyway, what I was thinking about doing is maybe, because we don't really have the money to build like a really nice twister roller coaster. At the moment, at least. We will have that soon. But what I'm thinking of doing is, now that the park is rather filled up with the guests, I mean, if we take a look, you know, in certain areas, it's actually quite crowded. I mean, you can see over here, there's plenty of guests everywhere. You know, so that we have like a good coverage of guests all around the park, basically. So what I'm thinking of doing is opening up the rest of the path, so that we can also start expanding our rides over here in this area. Now, we have 2 years to fill up 1/3 of the park. So we need to start going more compact. We don't really have to right away. We can build like 2 big rides, but then, yeah, it becomes wiggle time, basically. So now that we have established that, yeah, let's open up the park. So that basically means that we are gonna need a few handy dudes. You will be responsible for this area, and then we will have another one responsible for this area. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, you'll also get that section added. All right, and then we'll have the last one. So that's like 3 more. We will have the last one patrol this area. It's just a straight line. How easy can it be? Good. Okay. What we also need is an extra fix mechanic who's just walking around because the park all of a sudden got like twice as big. And yeah, I think with that, we will also need a few facilities, by the way. We'll get to that. And the reason why I'm doing this, and I'm not really seeing any of these issues right now, but I want to be ahead of those should they arrive, is like guests getting lost in the park, like they can't find the exit. At least, I say that. That is true, right? I want to go home, I see quite a lot of, but I can't find the park exit. I don't really see. Yeah, and I mean, if it's over here, then it's only 2 guests thinking it. So, you know, like I'm lost or I can't find the exit. Those are like the things that you need to keep in mind. You know, those are like, yeah, those. If that happens, then something is gone horribly wrong in the pathing in the park. So anyway, what we should do is, now that we have opened up the park, you know, the rest of the park to the grand public, what we should do is make sure the facilities are there. So that does mean like a few toilets, like over there. And we'll also get one over Terraforming? Wait, hold on a second. I saw a red text. Ooh, and we got a nice award. That will boost the guest count. Guest can't get to the entrance of ice cream stall 4? Wait, what now? Doesn't this hook up? Really? Oh yeah, wow, I call this optical deception. Ah, but the game is correct in this. Yes, demolish. You know what? We have now plenty more park space over there. So, now that we just opened up a new section, so we might as well add a stall here. Tree in the way? You say, what now? Tree in the way? There. We will also add a few drinks thingies and fries thingies. I don't want to place down too many as it is valuable money going into facilities that of course they will pay back, but in reality we know that the rides are the things that really make the money. Alright. And a fries thing. Okay. You know, by the way, what we also need to do is quickly get some benches out. I might have actually forgotten to add places for our guests to sit down. It's not like you really need like a one-on-one strategy for it, but you know what I also noticed, by the way? Over here, there were already benches pre-placed, as if this was meant to be like some kind of a get your food stuff boulevard. Of course, you know, I mean, I don't mind if the devs actually give me pre-placed get the food stuff boulevards. See how clever I'm doing this also with the trash cans, you know, only putting them on sloped areas of the path. Yeah, that's great. Alrighty. Currently it is hurricane season as it's raining. But what we need to do is get the next ride in. And of course, it is not going to be this one, though we are gonna build it. We are going to build this over here, the river ride. That is a expensive ride, and man, I mean, I would love it if there was something else available, but we built it all. So we have to, we can't escape it. We have to build the river ride. And ideally, you know, if it was up to me, I would build it over here in this area. But I don't think I'm able to pull this off, especially considering like where the path is, you know. If I were to build it over here, I need to somehow hook it up to this section here. With the station being like somewhere over here, probably, and even over here, I mean, I wouldn't even know how to hook it up. I mean, it's just so, we did a good job filling up this area of the park. Also, I kind of like it that we kept the river ride intact, and we should check out. Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think I was right in saying that we need to address this coaster. It is way too extreme, and I know where it happens, you know. I called it before, and yeah, we are going to address this. So there is no new ride building for the time being. There is fixing the existing lineup. So basically, it isn't that difficult now that we know where our track should go. It is just that we need to put in the mileage, basically. That's what it's coming down to. Oh, okay, so if that doesn't work, then... Luckily we have the cash to do so. Let's see, what else can we do? I hope we don't go too crazy right now. Okay, so that adds something, but still, what we should also do is, let's have a look here. Now, what we could do is test it again, but I don't think it will be enough. It does lose a little bit of speed, but I think this is also way too crazy, because over here we just go straight. I think this is also really a bad section. I don't want to cover up too much of the ride over here, though. We do have like a little bit of area in the water here. I might be able to actually do something over there. Let us see, because currently the ride's closed. We might as well do it once, but do it proper, you know? Right, now you cannot go. Because I'm thinking of this. Actually, going down is of course the worst idea, because that is exactly what the problem is. Way too much speed in that section. Now, I believe that we also will need to remove like one section over there to even be able to have this hook up, but I'm not sure if this makes it a lot better, so just to cover our asses, what we're also gonna do is add a few more sections over here. Yeah, definitely. So, there. It is gonna become crazy much more expensive now that we're doing this. But I think in the end, it will be worth it. There. Oh, I like where this is going, actually. Could we fit in? Yeah, we could go like right besides the tunnel there. Nice. Alright. You know, we do this the wrong way. Now we should have at least one tub going. Ooh, nice, nice. We need this. We need a balloon stall. That is like our very first souvenir stall that we have, and we are definitely going to want this. This will bring in cash and make guests happy. I mean, what else could we want, right? So, you are definitely going over there. Now, as for like the color, I mean, basically, I cannot go anything else but the bright red, right? I mean, come on. we have so much red already in the park. We might as well stick to the theming. Then I kind of also want another one to be like over here. If it will fit, that is. No, not if I terraform the terrain wrong, then it won't. Yeah, nice, it fits. Alright, red balloons for us. And then, I mean, we have like one over here. We might as well just stick one in like right over there, you know. I mean, these kind of places are the ones that don't really hurt when it comes to like wasting space for the queues. So, because that's the way I'm seeing it, you know. I see this flat path space as a space where there could also potentially be a queue. Wow, this coaster though. Can we see like how fast are you going currently? This seems to be going a lot better now though. I mean 30 kilometers an hour and then look, see? And then 40. I hope it actually makes it back right now. I mean, before, you know, I wasn't worried about that too much. No, and I'm still not. Right, okay. We have like the lateral G's currently here. And already I can see with the scaling that it is much better. Can I say much better? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we fixed our roller coaster right now. So, also, what's up with the rain? And also, we haven't built a new ride at all. All we've been doing is opening up the park and stuff and things. And I want to build the river ride. Now, as for where it could go, like I said, we need to start building compact. So, you know what we could do? Build it underground here somewhere, and then have the entrance and exit hook up like in this corner. I think that's a plan. I hope we can get away with the budget with it, because, well, we aren't exactly rich at the moment, but we'll see how far we can get. We can go. First of all, I need to create a good entrance to the underground, so we will do that over here. I will clean up that section of terrain too, and I believe that so long as we stick to it over here, we are... Oh, never mind. I was about to say, like, we would still be able to get back to the station, but now that we have the Virginia reel in the way, yeah, that poses a slight issue. So maybe we should move it over to one. We can, because there is like the speedy net ride is over there. So, do we have S-bends? We do. I mean, those are just there to position ourselves. Now, will we be able to... No. Will we be able to do like another S-bend perhaps? And now start doing station? Yeah, we are. However, I believe we are also like below the mine or the speedy net ride. Yeah, so basically this is like the station that we can have, and it needs to be like that. Also, if we then were to go over here, where are we with our building square? Seems okay so far. But basically we have only one tile to go. I'm not sure if we need more than what we are currently have. Let us see. We have 8 boats. Now, if I were to add more, we could have 9 boats. So yeah, we are already at the limit. I just now noticed it. Right. So there is no alternative for this. Hold on a second. Where exactly is this happening? Because I can't see anything here with this horrendous view. And then, oh yeah, no, this is bad. Maybe what we should do is perhaps... I mean, what we could do, rather than build this all difficult at height 6, which there isn't really any reason to, as the terrain is all much higher, what we could do is just build it at height 7. I think that will be a lot easier for us, as we then also do not really need this S-bend piece. So we can remove this, and then go over there. Oh. Right. I'm removing something that was not really intentional, but fine. S-bend. Station. And then we can remove this altogether. And then maybe do it something like that, you know. Again, removing something I'm not really sure of if that was the right thing to do. Okay, so now we have a too long station platform. That's a good sign. Nice. Okay, we're building. Right. Let's get the view back to something that I can recognize where the heck I am building. We are at height 7, and I want this to start going up. And we need to, if we are to get this out of here. And we are actually, it seems like on a line that where we can get out to unhindered. And then once we reach the surface, we will be able to just go up there straight away, no issue. Alright, let us first get to the surface, then we will worry about the rest, okay? So, there. Lift it, and then like this. Nice! Lock fume in the way. I kind of expected that. But, okay. Good. Ladies and gentlemen, let's pause it for a moment here, as we need to figure out how exactly this river ride is gonna be. There's one thing that we need to keep in mind, and that is that we have money for absolutely nothing for this ride. What I'm actually thinking of doing is having it curve here, and then should we do that before? So have it curve here, so we are on the other side of this track, and then have like one big drop and see that we somehow make it back down. Because we do need a big drop for this one, else it's gonna be an absolute failure. But I don't want to start building high supports. See, that's the reason why I'm contemplating it. We could try it, see how it pans out. Do we need that to do that at height 10 though? What's holding us back? It seems like a tree. And then also a tree, I presume. Yeah, it were the trees. Alright. Now, the advantage of this is that this is a bit cheaper to do. The disadvantage is that we are wasting a valuable flat terrain space for this. Do we want to do that? Is the question. We could do it till high at 15, just curve around and then go up a little and then have like a steep drop. If we could get that below this coaster, oh man, that would be really golden. I don't know how we would deal with it then afterwards, because I don't think we have like a good escape solution for that. Unless we go below, S-bend twice, and then make the curve here. And then go over here, down. I'm not sure if we will be able to do that. There seems to be room here, but I'm not sure really. This is such a difficult build to pull off. We seem to have two tiles here in between this section and this one. And if we approach this from the right height and go down, we should be able to go below this hump here. That's what I'll call it. And from there, we should be able to line ourselves up to get back to the station. That's the theory. No guarantees given, and it should also be within our budget. Come on, tree, we go on. Can't use you over here. We have river rides to build here. Trees, don't you understand? Now this is also gonna be a little bit finagling with the whole thing, because we just need to line this up in the proper way. And that's like already one too close. So basically it can only go till height 16 then. And then I think we cannot escape this to work out for us if we do not terraform. Which, so long as it turns out like this, I am okay with. However, let me just pause it. The ideal height where I would have wanted this to line up to is height 10, basically. We are currently at height 7. What we could do is get ourselves to height 12 again. You know, going below the railroad. And then go up to, you know, go up to height 12. And then basically go up, curve, make ourselves go over here, and then attempt the thing that we just described. Oh man, oh man. This is not easy, let me tell you that much. Really. Now, we need to start getting up to height. We don't really need to reach that like straight away either. I think we are fine if we try it like this. Remove this tree. Now we need to also worry a little bit about when we are gonna approach a tree in the way. If it's just the trees. Now, like I said, this is where we kind of need to look at where do we line up exactly. Because basically, when I'm not entirely sure. Let's just try it. Let's see where this takes us. So, I can be at height 9 for this. You've got to be shitting me. You have got to be shitting me. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, look what we just pulled off. This ultra inflexible ride, because let's be honest, that is what it is. This ultra inflexible ride has just achieved the thing that I thought would be impossible to pull off with it. We just did it. We actually squeezed another one in here. Nice! I like it. Okay, so if we want to line this up to the station, all we need to do is make sure that we get on this line of squares, and we're golden. Nice! You do not want to know how happy I am, because you know, building a ride like this takes a lot of effort and is not easy. So, also, I believe we also need to do quite a little bit of terraforming for this. And that includes uglifying the terrain quite a bit. Also, we go in the terrain, but there we are! Nice! Nice, nice! Oh man, this is good! I like it. You know what is something of like a different challenge altogether? Getting this hooked up, because this is height 7 and this is, well, what height is it now? Height 10. That's not so bad actually. If we are able to somehow wiggle this like in over here, that would be really good. And then perhaps get over here, because this is dead space that we cannot use anyway. Yeah, that would be really good. You know, another thing that I want to do, well, you know, I mean, I don't know if we fixed our coaster, but what do I see here? I see ghasts in the hot tubs. So, shall we check it out? Check it out. We have fixed it. We did it. Guys, we are steamrolling this park. Look, we only need 550 guests. And where are we? At the end of May. We got June, July, August, September, and October of this year. Oh, and then another whole year. Yeah, no, we're actually steamrolling it. Now, let's check exactly if we were to build the exit and the entrance, how things are gonna turn out. Because we still need to. I am just going to build the entrance not over there and also not over there. Because apparently this needs terrain fixes. Is this a thing that makes it possible? Okay, it isn't. Wow, I didn't know that the entrance would be this high. And then you also need fixing. Okay, interesting. Good. First of all, let's get the exit path done. You know what? We might as well get this above ground, like straight away. That might not be such a good idea though, because I'm just right now seeing where we are actually building this, and I'm thinking like, yeah, maybe that was not the best idea. Let's remove that tree. Alright, so what I want to do is raise or lower the land. Basically, you know, I'll just pause it so I can show you guys. What I want to do is I want to line this up in such a way that we attach it over here. So that's what I'm working towards. Oh, and by the way, I am on purpose doing this blind. Like, you know, like not seeing the damage I cause to the terrain. Because I think it will look horrible after we're done with it. Oh well. You know, that's the price you have to pay for. Hey, come on. That's the price you have to. Come on. Like I was saying, that's the price you have to pay for having a good, a good ride in an impossible spot, basically. Nice. Oh, nice, nice, nice. So now we have the next challenge, and that is this one. So if I were to hook this up, and by the way, just out of curiosity, is it bad? Not really. It could be worse. I've seen worse. We've done worse. Oh, and by the way, now you can just see into the underground, gaze into the abyss, as some certain boss of some certain game would say. Anyway. You know what would be probably the smartest move to make with this one? Is to have it go below this path and then hook up. Yeah, well then it hooks up to the... I don't like it if it hooks up to the... to the exit path. It needs to hook up to the main path. So what we'll do is, because the river ride itself goes like this, we can just go... around it, right? I also don't need the queue to be that long, and we only need 3 height differences to deal with, basically. What we could also do is try and see if we can hook it up all the way over there. I'm in favor for that. Let's try that one. I mean, it's not easy. We'll see what we can do. So that would require this, and then basically something like this. Now there's another tree in the way. We are deforesting this park like crazy, by the way. Let me see. So basically we are building this in parallel. Perfect. I'm not gonna do a thing. Wow. Wow. Wow and wow. Truly, I think an astonishing build that I really did not think we would pull off. But man, I mean, this requires some tactical trying out and careful planning. I am still, I still feel like we wasted a little bit of valuable space over here that we could have used for plenty of other things, but in the end, if this ride actually turns out to be not so bad, which I hope it won't be because it has 4 drops. It might not look like it, but this is 1, 2, 3. Oh, and number 4 here. So we actually have like 4 drops. So, and hopefully, because we come down from quite a bit of a big height, over here the lift won't be as slow. Right. Oh man. I am really proud of what I built here, you know. So we shall, of course, price this with the $5. And as for a name, we will go with why don't we call this yeah, the opposing gradient. Doesn't really mean anything. Wait, hold on. My shift keys sometimes feel like it is not working always, but then I didn't want it. Of course, you know, we need to be tight on our capitals. They need to be correct. Yeah, so the opposing gradient, no changing of anything here, but the colors basically, because that's all that we have left. That's all I'm allowed to play with. As for the supports though, that's another good question. What are we gonna do with those? I feel like we're definitely not gonna go with white. We're also not gonna go with black. Perhaps we could go with like the dark brown. Yeah. Yeah, we can go with dark brown. Dark brown looks alright. And do we go with this? I think this is too similar to like a lot of other things in the park. I am tempted to go with this yellow, maybe even this. No, that will definitely be this yellow. Yeah, this is what I'm tempted to go with. Which means that the choice is now made. Also, I can't even see what the red of the things will be, but ah well. I know one thing though. We have just gotten ourselves a river ride, I believe it was called. Now all that we need to do is set up like the benchification over here. Oh, and also set up the handy dude over here, because without one, yeah, then we're definitely setting ourselves up for loads of vomits over here. Right. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what can I say other than how do I get the view back? No, but what can I say other than I think that we are currently in a much better situation. We have a lot of rides that are just bonkers, including the latest river ride that we built. But this is not all of it, because we definitely need to build more next time when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.